Hey guys, today we are going to be talking about downloading and creating B-roll for your video production. Let's remember what B-roll is, okay? B-roll is supporting footage. It could be video, it could be pictures, it could be animation, okay? It can be real pictures, it can be cartoons, anything that's going to come across the top and tell your story, okay? Whether you're using a voiceover, you're using a video interview, it really helps your video to do cutaways. And what a cutaway is just what we call B-roll. It's not the main story, but it's pictures that support the story. So what I want to do is I want to kind of show you this in, I'm using Final Cut Pro, but this is the same thing if you're using iMovie or WeVideo or any of the others that we've talked about. But I want you to take a look at this this down here. So down at the bottom, this is my main timeline. This is my interview. Now I'm going to go ahead and zoom in on this so you can kind of see this a little bit better. You can kind of see that I've got all sorts of cuts. If we watch this, I'm going to have jump cuts. I'm going to have all sorts of things. But this sounds good. It sounds like an interview. So what I have over the top, okay, is B-roll. And I have a bunch of pictures. There's my little music logo, okay? I put in some text here. There's a photo. There's a photo of me teaching. Here's some maps that I got online. That picture I actually got online also, as I did that one. Here are some photos that I put in, but it just helped me as I was talking about teaching Autoshop. I had myself teaching Autoshop and things like that. So there are a lot of ways to get B-roll. Now, if you already have pictures in your computer, in your phone, that is awesome. We can just use those. However, a lot of times you're going to talk about things that you don't have photos of. So Google online is one of the best places to get them, but you can shoot yourself in the foot and get some images that aren't going to work. So I'm going to jump back here and let's go over to Google and we'll see what we're talking about. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I just did a search here for guitars, right? And I'm going to click on images, and I have a bunch of images of guitars. Now, there's a couple of different images on the internet. Okay, there's what is called thumbnails. Thumbnails are very small, a little small image that web developers use. They put them on their site so they load really quickly, and they're normally attached to a larger full-size, full-quality image that lives somewhere. If you're not careful, you can download a thumbnail and get a really small picture, and you pull it into your video and you say, hey man, it looked really good on my computer, but it looks awful in my video. So I'm going to show you how to avoid that. Okay, so over here I've got some pictures of guitars. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this picture right here. Okay, these right here are thumbnails. Now you notice it comes up right over here. This right here is going to be the main image. Now the down here, these are thumbnails. Notice right here, 1000 by 410. Those are pixels, okay? And we'll talk about pixels later. The bigger the number you have right here, the better the picture you're going to have, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to click on this and let's hover over it, see what it is. If you download these or some of these could be full-size images, some could be thumbnails. You won't know until you download. So if you do it this way, you'll be certain to have the right thing. Okay, so what I want to do is I'm going to come back up to this original picture. I'm going to come over here. This is a picture that I'm going to want. So I'm going to download it. I'm going to right click. Okay, if you're on a Mac that doesn't have a right click, it's a command click. Now I'm going to come down here and save image as. Do you see this right here? Save image as. Be careful. Do not go save link as. This will not save your picture. Okay, so you want to save image as. But after you save image as, you're not done. You have to pay attention to this box that opens up. whatever program you're in, okay, it's going to tell you the format. And what I want you to see right here, down here where it says format, Google WebP. Let's stay away from these, okay? We want to find pictures that are either a PNG or a JPEG. You might find a TIFF out there sometimes, TIF. Those are really big. So let me click on this guitar right here. Oh, let's see, 16 by 16, that's pretty good. I'm going to right click, save image as. Look at this. That's a JPEG. So this is good, okay? So the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to throw a title on it. This is going to help you. So if you take the time to do this right here, this is going to help you so much in organization. I just know green guitar, okay? I'm just going to save this to my downloads folder and move them all later, okay? So the important thing to know here is that what I want you doing is I want you to, come over to an image, okay? Click on it, let it appear up here. Look how big it is. Right click, save image as, download it right there. See, there's another JPEG. I'm just going to call this picking. All right? And then I just click save. And then that lives in my downloads folder. Okay? So that's pulling in pictures. You just have to be careful of the format. All right. Now, the other things that you can pull in offline are video and music. Now, I'm not going to go and pull everything in here, but let's talk about music really quick. If you don't have, we'll talk about copyright at another time, but right now, if you just want music, you just want to use your favorite song, that's fine. You're going to have to go to a website, and normally I find the song on YouTube. Best place. Now, if you have it, if you own it in your library, great. That's fantastic. You can use it. Just use the audio file. But right here, I like to find it on YouTube and go ahead and use this website, okay? YouTube to MP3. You can use any online converter, okay, as long as it works for you, all right? But right here, you just copy. You come over here. I've got a song right here. I just come up. I go Command C. I copy it. I come over here, paste it in, and then I'm not going to do this right now. I'm going to hit convert, and it's going to convert this into an MP3, which is an audio file, which you'll be able to download to your computer. You won't get the video. You'll just get the sound. Now, before we go any farther, this is really important that you hear this, okay? If any website asks you to download software that you have to have this to get this, most of these are all free. You don't have to download anything, but they're going to try to sell you something. So always watch. Sometimes it'll open up a second tab, and in the first tab, it looks like it's taking you somewhere else. In that first tab, it's actually gone ahead and done what you do, and you just have to hit download. Okay, so you do not have to download any software. If anything is asking you to download software, don't do it. Okay, don't have to do that. Now, the other thing you can do a search for is just a YouTube video downloader. Now, here is one. If you notice right here, YTMP3. This right here is YMP4. Okay. And again, I just did a search for it. You're taking your copied, okay, thing right here, and you're going to go ahead and paste that link there and click go, and it will go ahead and convert it for you, and then you have to download it, and it will also be in your downloads folder. So you can get photos, you can get video, and you can get audio that way, okay? Real easy. The big thing is on the photos, okay, to really pay attention about the size. Okay, so there's 3 ways you can get downloaded, but we're in the middle of this project right now, this About Me, and we might get some photos. Again, if you have photos on your phone, that's great. You know, you can just pull them in. I just grabbed some photos here that I had. These are really, really old of where I used to live in New York. And I really want to get these. Now, there's a couple of different ways I can take physical photos, okay, and get them into my computer. One, I can use what's called a scanner, and a lot of printers today have a scanner. That is probably by far the best quality if you can scan them in. I'm going to tell you something that takes a lot of time to do that. I didn't do that with my photos, and I'm going to show you what I did. Most cameras on your phone, and I'm going to try to talk and set this up at the same time. Most cameras on your phone are very, very good quality, okay? Way better than, it ever used to be. So, there we go. I'm just setting something up on my phone so I can show you. All right. So I'm just right here, okay? And I've just got my camera set up. So I'm just going to take pictures of these pictures with my phone. There's a right way, okay, and a wrong way to do this. So I'm going to just set something up here real quick on this computer. And let's cut over here, and I want to show you what I'm going to do. Now, the way that I take pictures of pictures, okay, is I use a laptop, a computer. This is not turned off, because if I turned off, I wouldn't be able to record this right now. But I'm going to get down here, okay? Camera's where? Hi. All right. And I'm going to set it up like this. Okay. Nah, that thing wants to fall down. Let's try to, without ruining the photo here, let's just try to get that so it'll stay up. You can also use like a little piece of tape, something like that. But something with a black background. Now, the reason that I'm standing it up, now in your screen, you see a reflection right here that could easily go onto this photo. That's the angle that computer is looking at. From where I'm looking, there's no angle. So if you lay a photo flat, okay, and you come up like this and you try to take a picture, a lot of times what you're going to have is you're going to have the shadow of the phone. Do you even see it? Okay, you're going to have the shadow of the phone on the picture. You don't really want to use the flash, okay, because if you use the flash, it's going to like glare out on the photo. So what I do is I try to get into a room with decent lighting. Okay, you're not going to stay up there, but this is fine. I can use this. And then I'm going to come over here and take a picture. Now, let me switch over to this. Hopefully this is still connected. All right, and let me flip this over. Okay, give me a second. Boom, boom. Okay, so now you're seeing my phone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the phone this way, and I am going to go ahead and frame my picture. Okay? Now you notice I have no glare. I'll be honest with you, the photo I'm looking at on my phone looks even better than the photo, okay, because the phone's color correcting. Bam. I hit my photo, and I'm good. Now, I was able to get like this. Now, you might take a photo, okay, like this. And then what you're going to have on your phone is you're going to see this. Well, you just click here, and I'm using iPhone, an iPhone 10, first generation of that. But most phones have editing tools. So I'm just going to come over here. I'm going to clip my crop tool. Now, you can do this in the video editing software. Okay, you can crop images in iMovie. You can crop images in WeVideo, but it is always better. So there's the cropped image. Here's the original image. There's the cropped image. There's the image that I took first place by zooming it in. Okay, the important thing, okay, when you're talking about taking taking pictures of pictures, is getting it up somewhere with a darker background so that there's no glare, so there's nothing like that. Okay, so what can you do? You can put it up on a couch, all right? You can put it on a, you know, have a black pillow or something like that. But if you just take time, okay, I'm just going to pull back to this one photo again. Which one is this? This is, okay, here's the one, here's the first one that I took, okay? Pretty darn good image for a photo that was taken in the 1970s, okay? So I was able to do that. So in this project that we're working on right now, let me kind of get back and see you guys, okay? In this project that we're working on right now, we're doing, I got too many buttons to hit. You're going to be talking about, you know, yourself, your history, your thing. So you may have photos around your house that you can just go up and take pictures of. Now, this photo that I used for this picture was out of a photo album, and I was able to get it out without damaging the picture. If you can get a photo out of a frame and take it that way without having to take a picture to the glass, you're going to have less glare. But if you can't do that, you just do your best. But the thing you got to do is you got to pay attention to shadows, and you got to pay attention to glare from lights. And that's why if you can get it in the up and down position, most lights are kind of overhead, okay? And just pay attention to what you see. If you see a little reflection of something. And I guess lastly, I should say this: shut your flash off. You don't want to use flash for this, okay? So, downloading pictures online, downloading music, downloading video. What I would do if I were you, I would have cut up your video, get your interview all together, then listen to what you're saying and say, man, I can use a picture of this. I can use a picture of this. I can use a picture of this. Literally, I would take a piece of paper, I would make a list, and the more pictures you have, the better. I'd make a list of all these pictures, and then go ahead and just hop on your computer and just start downloading. Just start getting a whole bunch of stuff, and I promise you, this project, the About Me project, is going to come out rocking, all right, because you have so much footage, okay? Hey, looking forward to what y'all are going to create. That's it for this week, and we'll see you on Zoom.